Yes, Chef Suresh.
ఒక నిమిషం మళ్ళీ మీరు
Hi, welcome on to Wellness on Healthy Kitchen. I'm Devi here. Today we are going to present you our healthy cooking, and I am having 15 years of experience in the field of nutrition and handled more than 5,000 plus clients with various health complications and who are looking for a weight loss, weight management and so on. Today our chef is also with me to give you a demo about a healthy cooking methods. So stay on the video till the end to have some interesting recipes live demo.
Hi, this is Suresh, Executive Chef at Wellness on Healthy Kitchen. I have 18 plus years experience in the hotel industry, and I have 10 plus years experience in the healthy kitchen cooking industry. Today I am going to show you how we are serving a healthy meal, like a balanced nutrition meal, how we are going to serve it. So I am preparing, Devi is giving me the recipes. So according to the recipes, I am going to prepare the food and I will give the taste of the dish. So nutrition will give the what are the benefits of this breakfast. So just have a look and you can.
So before going to the breakfast and all, let me explain the concept of healthy cooking. So what is healthy cooking? What is unique about Wellness on Healthy Kitchen? So you have heard about Wellness on Healthy Kitchen, healthy cooking and all, but you should know what is actually going behind the scene. So when you say healthy cooking and all, what concept we are using is we are adopting certain healthy cooking techniques and healthy ingredients in our kitchen in replacement with the regular ingredients. Healthy cooking in the sense we are using methods like steaming, poaching, boiling, air frying. Those are healthy cooking methods, and why these methods are adopted is to retain the nutritive value of the particular whatever food we are giving, to retain the minimize the nutritional losses while cooking. Why these kind of methods are adopted again is to minimize the nutritional losses, to give you more health benefits and to make the nutrients readily available for your body, and more nutrients are getting absorbed. That is why we are adopting a healthy cooking methods, and from the nutritional perspective to cut down the excess calories of the particular food. If you see the other cooking method of deep frying and all, we literally deep fry the food in the a hot oil which is being heated at a very high temperature, and you can see visible flames which are coming out of. Those flames are very bad for the health. It is carcinogenic. Down the line, when we consume those kind of a deep fried foods over a period of time, we are exposing ourselves to many health complications without our knowledge. That's why we insist on healthy cooking methods. Apart from this health complications, what we are consuming unnecessary unhealthy fat type. So when you eat a oil, the fat type becomes in a trans fatty acid type, which will damage your heart, increasing your cholesterol level. That is one of the main reasons why everybody have after a particular age who are being continuously exposed to the fried foods or unhealthy food, their cholesterol levels are elevated because they doesn't know what is the reason of it. They go to the doctor to take a pills for 3 months, the levels get controlled, but again when they stop the pills, the levels get increased, but that they doesn't know where the mistake is happening. They doesn't know how to correct it also. So Wellness on here is here to help you with the healthy, serving you the healthy food cooked in a healthy ways, and measured quantity of food is being given to you. So that's what Wellness on Healthy Kitchen is different from the regular kitchen. So I'll show you our healthy breakfast as a sample menu. You can just see this. So this is a balanced healthy breakfast where you get all the nutrients in one box. You have ragi idli, sambar, fruits and a chutney. This is a quantity we are supposed to consume, a healthy breakfast quantity for a person. So I'll explain you what are the nutrients you will get from this meal. Idli, which is a component which is going to give you the nutrients, which is carbohydrates. Sambar for the protein portion, and your fruit for the day is watermelon here today. So it is going to contribute your fiber and vitamins and minerals. Chutney is also going to be your fiber and vitamins and minerals. So all nutrients you get it in one plate. That's why we call it as a balanced nutritious meal. This is how our breakfast should look like, where we include all the food groups and all the nutrients our body is getting it. So this is the Indian breakfast. I'll show you the continental breakfast, and you can see how it is balanced wisely. So here we use French toast, where it is being toasted with where the bread is dipped in the skim milk and honey mix and toasted on a low flame. You have boiled eggs for the protein portion and the vegetable, and we give a small dip of honey. If people have sugar craving, they want some extra sweetness in the bread, you can add honey, but it is recommended not to add, but still it's okay, it's a egg. And in the toast we don't use sugar, and it's a multigrain bread we are using. So your continental breakfast is also balanced nutritionally. And very minimal amount of butter is used, say 1 gram of butter is used in toasting this bread.
For greasing up.
Yes, for greasing our pan, our chef is explaining it about it. So you can just see how it is. So this breakfast will give you approximately like 50 to 500 calories, where 50% of your calories will come from the carbohydrates, 20 to 25% each from the protein and the fat. This is how the nutritionally a meal is balanced. That the fat component, the carbohydrate component. When we exceed this 50%, 60, when usually it happens, how it happens is in a regular meal, we consume more than 70% of breakfast. Usually if you take idlis, we consume sometimes with only with the chutney, we don't take sambar. Then we are missing the protein portion. For that protein portion, what happens is we take an extra serving of idli, where the carbohydrate consumption for the day is increasing in one meal itself. So when you take a meal, whether it is a breakfast, lunch or dinner, make sure you have all these three components, rich foods, carbohydrates, protein and fat. And the fat is also, it should be a healthy source of fat. Fat means it's not like adding excess of oil to the recipe and telling that I've consumed the fat for the day. No, it's a healthy fat you have to consume for the day. So today I have explained you about our recipes, and also we will show you the live cooking about our healthy recipes. Biryani and carrot halwa, the healthy version of it. Regularly you would have seen carrot halwa, everybody loves it. And we doesn't know what are the ingredients are going. We make it at home also to make it excellent in taste and all. We add all the ingredients in excess. So we see a healthy version from our kitchen. Our chef will show you how to cook it with the measurements of each ingredient. Because the ingredient, whatever we are measuring, plays a significant role in the calorie count of the particular end recipe. So keep watching on the quantities of ingredients also we are adding. So now to our chef, he will take over.
Now I am going to show you how to make carrot halwa. Regularly outside, carrot halwa is prepared with kova, milk and ghee, lots of ghee. But here in Healthy Kitchen we are not using any more fats. I am going to use only 5 ml of ghee or 2.5 ml of oil only. So for that one we need carrot, low fat milk, jaggery and elaichi powder and coconut milk.
So in the regular recipe, if you see the carrot halwa, usually what are the ingredients will be going in is carrots, okay, accepted, high cream milk, full cream milk, then sugar. What you say, sugar will give you the 0 calorie food. It is counted as 0 calorie, means it just gives you the calorie without any nutrients. So we are replacing the sugar with our jaggery, and then we are using a coconut milk, which is usually in carrot halwa they used to use kova, which is a concentrated source of fat, saturated fats. So instead of that we are using coconut milk, which is rich in medium chain triglycerides, which is very good for your liver health. That is the purpose of using these ingredients, and we are using only skim milk. So overall these ingredients make the recipe healthy. On top of it, usually for garnishing or to get the crunchy taste, we used to add only cashews. In our kitchen we are just going to add a measured amount of seeds and nuts. You can see here dry fruits. So why seeds we are including it is because it's rich in unsaturated fatty acids. It's a heart friendly fat. So that is the purpose of it. So you can try this recipe in your home also. So now on to our chef to show you the cooking method of our carrot halwa.
First we need to get the carrot. This one. Here this one is 39 grams of carrot only. 39 grams of carrot. So I am going to show you the measuring also.
Okay, come.
That into 40 gram. Carrot. And in this, we need 9 grams of jaggery, only 9 grams. So I am going to add in this only 9 grams.
So already we have
39 grams
39 grams plus one more 9 grams we are adding to this. So see the jaggery content for the whole recipe, only this amount of jaggery we are using.
9 grams of jaggery. I move to
So instead of sorting the carrot and with ghee, we are just going to use a cooking method of steaming, boiling it with water. Usually it's
So
been
I'm-
sorted and all the nutrients are being lost during the sorting at a very high temperature. Today we are going to prepare it by boiling method where the nutrients are retained in the vegetable itself.
So I'm going to add it in the pan.
Yes, he's
Then
going to
I will
add
add-
required amount of water.
Add half cup of water. And then
So you can adjust the water quantity as per your requirement, how soft you want the halwa to be. You want it like individual pieces of carrot to be seen, you can reduce the water content. You want it to be completely mushy and smashed, you can add more water. Light. So and the temperature, it's not going to get cooked on a very high temperature, it's a medium flame cooked on a controlled temperature.
it will take around 10 to 15 minutes to boil actually. So before that I'm going to be flaming.
Pan. So this is a gas range where your food is being cooked every day, and from here only the food gets served to our clients. So you can imagine it's our live kitchen today.
In the meanwhile, I am going to show you how to make biryani as well.
Oh, you're
So,
showing
yeah,
biryani also
biryani
today.
also.
What is the biryani today
So today
special?
I am going to prepare paneer biryani.
Okay.
So
Nice
for the paneer biryani, we need 200 grams of cooked brown basmati rice, and then 30 grams of chopping gravy. So it is going to prepare with 30 grams of onion, 30 grams of tomato, and add a little bit of 2.5 ml of oil only. In the in this biryani, we are using only totally 5 ml of oil only, 2.5 ml of oil and 5 gram of 2.5 ml of ghee. So we call it as a 5 ml biryani. So I am going to show you how to prepare the biryani as well also today.
So simultaneously, halwa and biryani is getting prepared on our range. So you can just watch the recipe, and today maybe Sunday you can prepare it at your home.
For the carrot halwa garnish, I'm not going to add any oil in this. So I'm just
Dry roasting
dry
technique is
roasting.
used.
So this is 1.5 grams.
So 1.5 grams of dry seeds and nuts is going into going for that 50 gram of measured quantity of carrot and jaggery. It has been dry roasted to give you a crunchy taste as well as to reduce the anti-nutritional property of nuts, because there are certain anti-nutrient particles in the dry nuts and seeds which might interfere with the digestion. That's why we are dry roasting it. So usually at home we used to add excess of ghee and dry roast it till golden brown so that the nuts is completely coated with the ghee. Here we are not doing so. There we reduce our calories here also.
So we get golden brown, you can take out this one.
So usually when you cook it at home, when we sort it out, you can see that yellow color thing, it will fade away slowly by the time when you cook it over a long period of time. Here we are not using any of the color also, and we are not using any food color. It is the color of the carrot itself, we are retaining it by this healthy way of cooking method.
In this one, I'm going to add 10 ml of Then I'm going to add a little bit of a pinch of cardamom powder.
Powder for flavor. So I think now carrot halwa, all the ingredients have gone in except the garnishing part of it, the milk, the jaggery, the carrot, everything is being added to it and it's been boiling. If you see, there is no roasting or frying or any other method we use to prepare this carrot halwa. It's just a one-pot dish, you can say. So if you prefer to add more nuts, yes, you can go ahead and add it since it's a source of healthy fat. Make it like 1 teaspoon if you want it to be more crunchy. But opt for a mix of nuts and seeds combination, not only nuts.
I'm cooking the totally the milk and water will be evaporated, so it will get very thick, like halwa consistency. Until the halwa consistency, we need to boil and stir it simultaneously.
This is just, we are showing you the quantity of one serving of a dessert for a healthy quantity of a dessert. But still, if you want to go ahead consuming an extra quantity, please go with very limited quantity, not excess.
So it is getting to closely thickening to around 2.5 ml. This is 2.5 ml of ghee. Only 2.5 ml ghee I am using.
So here the cooking medium is water to cook the ingredients of the milk and the carrots and all. So oil is not the cooking medium.
Now I
Oil
am
or
going to add a pinch of cinnamon, cardamom powder, a pinch. Elaichi powder. Final step. This is getting thick, so all the moisture will be out. Now our carrot halwa ready. I am going to take to so I will show you how much the quantity finally we got. So we will get 50 grams of and garnish with nuts.
So healthy carrot halwa is ready, and this serving of carrot halwa going to give you around 110 calories for you when compared to the regular carrot halwa, which is going to be 250 plus calories. So you can see how the calorie content of the recipe is being reduced, and healthy ingredients are used to make it more healthy version. So you can call it a healthy carrot halwa from Wellness On. The recipe is available in our Wellness On application, which is available in our Play Store. You can download it, and you can view the recipe and enjoy your carrot halwa at home. So I think it looks colorful and pretty good to eat.
This is how we are cooking here.
So before before any recipe comes to your plate like this, it undergoes many trials. It's been tested for taste and nutritional aspect, and if any recipe doesn't meet this criteria, it will be rejected, and it will be rework on it and make it to best out of it taste wise and nutritionally. Then only the particular recipe will go out from our kitchen and it will be live also. So just this is not a recipe one time try for us. This recipe has undergone 100 trials for us maybe. Yeah, maybe you can share your pics in our so Instagram page of your carrot halwa which has been prepared in this way, and tag us. And you can also share your feedbacks also about this recipe. So now we'll move on to our biryani recipe. So Sunday, so our special chef has selected to cook biryani for you. Maybe you can also try it home today. Ingredients. This is also a 5 ml biryani. You can't imagine a biryani is being cooked with 1 teaspoon of oil with brown rice. And the paneer, whatever quantity paneer and the rice we are using, it is a healthy portion what a person has to take in a one meal. Usually in biryanis we don't measure outside regular biryanis, they don't measure the amount of protein going into it. But here we are doing it because that is the amount you have to consume in one portion of the meal. That's why specifically the rice, the paneer and all are measured. It's not for the taste the measuring is, it's for the health purpose. Each ingredient is measured. It's not that you add only so much quantity of ingredient, you get the best taste. No. It is for nutritionally creating a balanced meal. That's why each and every ingredient is being measured. The smallest of smallest, if you see in a carrot halwa, the nuts is also measured. It is just 1.25 gram, but still it's being measured to balance it nutritionally. So yeah, it's for your time to explain the ingredients.
For this biryani, we need 200 grams of cooked basmati rice. So we are using brown basmati. If you like to have it white basmati, as you wish. But in our kitchen, we serve white basmati and brown basmati. But I prefer for it's a balanced nutrition meal. It is good for the health. So I am using now brown basmati rice, 200 grams, and then paneer. It will be 50 grams of paneer.
So these ingredients are already measured by our chef and kept it ready because we have a very short time for you to show a biryani recipe in one go. So please, when you add ingredients from your kitchen, please be careful about measuring it and adding it. Don't add just a generous amount of quantity, whatever you like it. Measure it and eat it, whatever you eat.
So in this we need gravy for masala. I am using this one chopping gravy, we call chopping gravy. In this 30 grams of onion, 30 grams of tomato, as I tell you before. And then we need
how much of oil has gone into it?
2.5 ml only. Per meal we are using 2.5, and then ghee as garnish and 2.5. Totally we call as 5 ml of biryani.
5 ml biryani.
5 ml biryani. So this one we need coriander and mint. This one yogurt and coconut milk. So I am going to add a little bit of salt, chili powder and garam masala, a pinch, not more than this. Because we are not serving more spicy here, we are serving a less spicy.
So what is the reason behind not serving spicy? The more spice we add to any food, the more salt we need to add, the more oil we need to add. So that's how the taste will be getting balanced. We are reducing the spice to cut down on the salt and the oil consumption.
So I'm going to show you now. So I'm taking 30 to 30 grams. 30 grams chopping gravy.
Which is made of 15 grams of onion and 15, how many grams of
30,
onion? 30 grams of onion and 30
So
grams
when
of
you
tomato.
cook, it will reduce the weight also. So I am taking 30 grams this one.
adding to the pan. Just heating the pan at a medium flame and then adding that onion tomato gravy.
I'm using 10 grams of yogurt. That time I'm going to add a little bit meat and then coriander. Little bit salt.
So you can see the quantity of spices going in it. There is only pinch of it. Pinch of spices, chili powder, turmeric, garam masala, everything is in pinch. So make sure you add the right same quantity preferably.
The water for making gravy.
So regular biryanis, usually the onions will be fried in the oil until golden brown, where the maximum of the oil is being absorbed, and then later other spices are added and the rice will be cooked. Here the biryani cooking style is different, but taste wise it's going to be look like a regular biryani. You cannot differentiate the taste. But cooking method is different and the ingredients.
15 grams of paneer. Regularly in restaurants, paneer will be fried in the deep fried and they kept it in the hot water. But here we are not going to deep fry the paneer. We are just adding it directly in the gravy.
So why we are not using deep frying the paneer is, usually when you deep fry the paneer, the protein in it will get lose its nature of absorbing in the body. So whatever paneer you are going to eat, if it's fried, it's going to be go waste. It will not be absorbed by your body. That's why we are not opting for frying. We are just directly adding the fresh paneer, cut paneer to it. So whatever the protein is, the quality of the protein is maintained by this cooking method.
So I just add 10 ml of coconut milk also.
Coconut milk is added to give you the creamy texture because we are using a very less amount of oil. You want to have the creamy texture and a good flavor of it. That will give you good flavor to our biryani. That's why it's been added.
Kasturi methi ఉంది. And then finally I am adding the rice in this.
This is 200 gram of cooked rice. So you can see how 1 cup of cooked rice will look like for even for you to consume at home in the regular rice. So mix until all the spices get bound to the rice. And most probably you can see the flame of it we are using. It's a very medium flame we are cooking it on, not a very high flame.
At the end I am adding 2.5 ml to flavor.
Yeah, the biryani is done. I'll explain you the nutritional part and you will be shocked to know some of the facts about the regular biryani with this biryani. is Wellness on Healthy Paneer Biryani. This paneer biryani, you can try different variations of protein, which might be chicken, egg, or vegetables or tofu also. But make sure you add the measured quantity of paneer, same quantity of paneer to other variations of biryani also. So this bowl of paneer will give you 450 calories. So you heard it, it's 450 calories, this serving of biryani, but our regular same quantity of biryani will give you 700 calories. So imagine how much quantity of biryani we are going to consume in one go if it is a regular biryani, and how many calories are you going to consume. And what about the saturated fat is going to be more. Here we have zero saturated fat or zero trans fat in this biryani. The cholesterol is also very less, and that cholesterol is also healthy cholesterol with a limited consumable range it is. And salt and spices are all very minimal, but taste wise it tastes good. Maybe you can try this and share your feedback about this recipe. And if you want, you can write us too if you want to know more about our healthy recipes also. You can just observe our biryani. So this biryani is going to be one complete meal which can be accompanied with a raita, because the biryani itself, it serves you the required amount of carbohydrate for a meal and the protein for the meal. With the raita, it has to be prepared with some added vegetables and 1 cup of any boiled vegetables or few slices of cut cucumber will make it a complete biryani. So to add on to your dessert for the day, you can finish off your biryani meal with a small serving of dessert. I think this quantity should be sufficient after the biryani meal. Show you the plating of how a complete meal will look like, even if it is a biryani, because usually biryani we will eat just like a biryani only, or with heavy starters like any other non-vegetarian or veg starters we used to eat. But we will show you how to make it a healthy, nutritionally balanced meal, though it's a biryani also. Can I have some coconuts? 1 cup of cut coconut. Just wait for a minute, we are just getting the ingredients to show you a balanced meal plate. So every meal going out of Wellness On is balanced in all the aspects, whether it be a breakfast, starters, rolls or Frankies, it's going to be nutritionally balanced. That's why we are unique. So this is how plating has to be done, and I recommend you to consume, even if you consume a biryani meal also, to consume at least 100 grams of vegetables. It can be boiled or raw vegetables as per your choice, and it can be a vegetables kind of beetroots, carrots or plain cucumbers you can consume, but make it a habit to have a vegetable within every meal. So 100 grams of vegetable with this one portion of biryani raita is going to complete your meal, and this will be your extra portion to fulfill your sugar cravings, because usually we prefer to have dessert after a meal. That's an Indian habit, so you can fulfill it with your healthy dessert. So this is how your meal plate will look like. So don't exceed the quantity of the biryani more than this. So our chefs and Wellness On team has more interesting recipes for you in a healthy version, but taste wise I bet you cannot, you cannot find a difference with the regular food. But the ingredients are totally different, cooking methods are totally different, which makes a difference in the nutritional part of it. So it's not about what food you are consuming, it's about what nutrients are you consuming in each meal. So you have like to have a few words on this biryani since it's been prepared by you.
Yeah, already we said everything. Thank you. Keep on watching our.
Yeah, we'll be coming up with more healthy version of recipes. Soon we'll have a session to interact with you, a question answer session where we can interact, and if you have any nutritional related queries or cooking tips to our chef, we will clarify on a session. See you soon and catch up later. Thank you for being with us.